I need to fix this painting. In this video, we're going to talk about sanding and correcting an oil painting and also transferring a drawing in oil and possibly some other pointers along the way. Here we go. There's some things that have bothered me about this painting for a long time. Primarily this background. I like the figure, I like the gesture, I like her expression, I like the way I handled the brush strokes and the work, but I feel like the background was just like not approached with the same level of care. The rule for oil painting and acrylic mediums is oil over acrylic, never the other way around. Acrylic's water-based, oil is oil-based. If you try to paint acrylic over oil, you're gonna have problems. It needs to be oil paint on top of oil. There might be some other methods out there that I'm not aware of. First, I sand down the work that I want to cover. When you're sanding paint, like oil paint or even acrylic paint, you want to use a fine grain sandpaper. This P400, and it's waterproof. You want to wet sand it so that the paint particles aren't floating around and getting down your nostrils, because it's like toxic. You don't want cadmium and cobalt oil particles in your constitution. Once I get the surface smooth, I draw a new cityscape using traditional two-point perspective, which is not technically realistic in the natural world, but it works for this scale of architecture. And I'm not really going for realism in this painting. With this new drawing, I scale it up using my cheapo scanner/printer. Then I line it up and tape it down on the panel. This is not super clean, but because it needs to be in oil, this is the way I transfer the drawing. I put oil paint on the back of the paper and then trace over my drawing. This stamps the lines onto the panel. And they're not clean or very straight, but it gives me enough information to work with, and that's what I need. With the surface sanded and the corrected drawing transferred, I can start laying down brushwork. A buttery and delicious paint. I'll be honest, I'm not even sure if I actually like the change yet, but maybe it'll still evolve. I just wanted to give some clear takeaways. If you need to correct an oil painting, wet sand it, and it's oil over oil. Not acrylic over oil, or not like a drawing medium over oil. There might be a way to do that. I don't know about it. Oil over oil. You got this. We'll see you in the next one.